Chef doing?
You'll see Chef in just a few. Hold on.
Hi, beautiful. How are you holding up?
I'm not going to be feeding everybody right this given second. I'm going to just get the formula going for Chef and whatever.
How is baby?
Okay, I will be shutting off. I'm shutting off comments. So I will be shutting off comments, and during the actual procedure, I will be making it to just subscribers. So if you don't like that, sorry, because that controls it. And I need to have some semblance of controlling the chat today. I'm going to get all of this going. Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So, I had to turn that off. It's getting way overwhelming right now. She's alive. That's important. Go figure. I did start her on amoxicillin about 4 hours ago. I would have been up earlier, but forgot to adjust my alarm from the 8 o'clock, which was going to be, which now is, for next feeding. I was going to make it to 7. Okay, there's that. This sounds awful deep. So, good morning. Please put out your heart me, all of that good such. Okay. And if you're over there on U of 2s, good morning. You guys don't have heart me's yet. Okay. Chances are I'm only going to be using one of those tubes. I'm not going to use both of them. But if by some miracle she certainly latches, I'm going to make sure it's available if she wants it. Her temperature went back up to 101.6, which is why I made the command decision, let's just start you on amoxicillin. It's the only thing that's going to be able to fight an internal infection, if that's what it is. You can't use Convenia. You can use Doxy. I don't want to right now. She's kind of going through enough. Oh, hi, Tim. So, my one and only volunteer today is supposed to be here at 10:30. She's bringing a cat that she found, just so I can give her a quick run over, give him his first vaccination. He's on the books to be neutered next month at our next spay date, and to microchip him. So that's not going to be for a bit though. She will be here, like I said, at 10:30. And I told her keep him in the carrier with a towel over him until ready. Don't even bring him out because we don't want. Oops. I don't know why I just put that away, but oh well. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go throw these in the nursery. I'll be right back. Not literally. Don't take me literal. Okay, hopefully that will prevent them from being total loudmouths. I doubt it. I will walk through what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I use, for actual enteral feeding, you could use one of two kinds of enteral tubes. The red, which are easier to get, by the way, or the clear. I prefer the clear, especially if I'm having to mix the formula, or if it's gruel at all, and yeah, that's a whole other issue. But it's gotta be a bigger one. That is a 4 French. 4 French is pretty dang small. I have it down to 3.5. She does not need 3.5. She is 2 weeks old. So we'll just go ahead and put a kibosh to that one. The very first thing you do, by the way, you should be taught how to do this properly in front of a vet so they can actually watch you and make sure you're doing it right. But from the base of the rib cage to the tip of the nose, and then you mark it. That's what that little mark is. That's how you figure out where the stomach is. So it will go all the way down the stomach. If it only goes about halfway down, if that, then what you're doing is you're going down the wrong tube. It's going to go into the lungs. You need to stop. You need to pull out. And you need to keep, try it again. The best way to know whether or not you are in the wrong location, they can't meow. They cannot meow. And I call it singing because it's cute, but they cannot. They can't make a noise. Now, here's the problem. If you got a super sick kitten, they're not going to feel like meowing, even if you're in the right area. They won't feel like arguing with you. They're just going to go, whatever. They've pretty much given up. You can't. Okay, I'm going to do something that everybody tends to hate, and it's because she's so tiny. I have not microchipped her because she's so freaking tiny. So, I'm going to have to take her temperature. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure that her temp is still down. When it goes back up, I'm using rubbing alcohol that is not at minimum of 90% isopropyl alcohol. I rub it on the inside of her ears. I rub it on the bottoms of her paws, all 4 paws. That helps bring it down. That's a trick I learned years ago. It works for kittens. Cats, it does, but not nearly as well. With cats, you can give them, you can take them to the vet to find out what the hell's going on. Kittens, neonates, you can't really. Not unless you have a vet that specializes in that. But meloxicam is what you would need to get a cat's temperature down. Cat meaning any kitty over 3 months of age. Preferably 5 months or more, because that is medication that you don't want to be messing with too much. Onciar is another one, although it's a lot stronger. I wouldn't do it. Meloxicam is a lot more gentle. Don't use an over-the-counter for human, any kind of thing, what's it called? NSAID, because you will hurt them. So I've got to say that over and over again. Don't just sit there and think, well, I can't afford to take them to the vet, therefore I'll just use. Don't. They're your children. If they're not your children, please rehome them. Okay. So, we are ready for little Miss Chef. Hello. Hi. Hi. We're gonna see if you are hungry. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. I can tell you right now, she has definitely a fever. I can tell just from her touch. Okay, before you go and haul off and take kitten's fever or a cat's temperature, sorry, not fever. Be nice. Use a lube. Nothing tingly, nothing tasty. No, just regular straight. I use naked. Okay? Okay. We don't want to be mean. We want it to be as comfortable as possible. And guess what? It's not comfortable. This is meant for going out, not in. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry. And you've got to be very careful, otherwise you could end up tearing the rectum. No. Don't go there. Well, maybe it's not as high as I thought. No. Hold on. I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's okay. Good. No, don't. Just chill. Good. Actually, it's not so nearly as hot as I thought. And there's poop on it, which is a good sign because I would like to see that come out. Okay. Let's see if she will actually eat. But first, I'm going to try potting her. Yes, it's going to upset her, but okay. I know. But now that we just have that kind of busted up in there, we want to make sure she doesn't have an accident. And I turned off the voices altogether. I'm not turning them back on right now. It's either that or I was going to go to sub-only chat. Well, you're still just not going to want to poop for me, are you? Yep. Well, you're peeing. She's been a very good peer the whole time. The only time she's pooped is when I've had to give her an enema. And I don't like doing that. Come on. Jeez. I know. By the way, if you didn't know, mama kitties have to do this too. They don't like it when mama kitties do it either. It doesn't matter. They are unbiased about hating it. But it's the only way that they go potty. Until they start walking, that's it. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Attempt number 1 done. Okay, let's see if she will actually take the quote bottle. I use a syringe, I don't use a bottle. Always test it. Always test it. Even if you are using a tube for it, you still want to test the temperature because they still need to be able to digest it. Out of all the feeders, I think Tim's one of the best. She's just playing with it. I used the wrong piece for this already. Oops, I had one ready and I used it for the lube. I'm not going to be mean and put lube all over her face. Okay. Ready? I'm going to try it one more time before we just go on into it, baby. Last thing we want. No. I know you're probably not going to take it, but you know, I'm going to still try. Still going to try. I know, she's wanting to make biscuits more than anything else. I'm just tapping a couple of drops in there. Yeah, she's not going to take it. Okay, back with it. Yeah. That's something I should have done before I even started is what? Weigh her. I should have weighed her. Although the way that I do with the syringes, I don't have to. I'm going to. She was 260 yesterday. She is 256 today. So she's dropped. You never want a kitten to drop. Shoot, that's right. Shut. 258. There. Okay. Ow. Yeah, ow. Here's where we get into the meat of it. Okay. I am going to, hold on a second. Do I want to? No. I really guess I don't want to. I was still debating, should I put it on sub only? Burrito. Make it into a proper burrito. Hey, Raging Loons. How you doing, Kate? You have to do this. Don't think you can tube feed without doing a burrito. It's dangerous because they can rip it out of their mouth that way. So just save yourself. If you're going to this much effort, just put them in a proper burrito. That's it. Now, luckily, she doesn't have teeth yet. They're starting to come, but she doesn't have teeth yet. I'm doing this early. Shit, sorry. You know why? I'll tell you why. I know. Okay, so I've already marked this. Like I said, it's from the base of the rib cage to the tip of the nose, and then you mark it. I'm gonna make sure she doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Taking that off, putting this on. Prime it. Make sure it is primed. That means you've pumped it through. If you actually don't know what prime is, you should probably not be tube feeding. Don't think you can, in a pinch, use, no, always an enteral tube. One that has been sealed. You only use it for that particular kitten or puppy or whatever. That's it. Okay. Now then. Now I'm going to burrito. I went the wrong direction at first. Let's get the cuteness back in there. Doesn't have to be fancy, just has to be effective. I put this between my teeth because that's me. I want them to meow. I want them. Hear me. I want to hear them meow. If they are so sick they can't meow, you're going to have to really know how to gauge it otherwise. And I'll tell you, you can't get to that black mark if they are so sick that they can't meow. And if it's not going down to that black mark and you're not forcing it because you can't force it, then you're in the wrong tube. I know, honey. Come on. Yeah. Here you go. At this point, it's to the mark. Slowly. You cannot do this fast. Well, you can. You don't want to. Otherwise, you're in the wrong area of expertise. Slowly. Take your time. As you see, she stopped fighting. It's hitting her stomach. She's going, oh, well, that feels good. And usually that's the reaction. They will, excuse me, they will stop fighting you because they realize that, oh, this feels good. You also have to make sure you're using the proper amount of formula to go into the belly. I know, okay, she's getting irritated. No. Make sure you're not holding on to them too tight. Make sure that mark is still there. Now you're done. However, crimp. Don't just pull it out. Crimp it. And slowly bring it out. Otherwise, you could rip up their esophagus. All sorts of things. If you just rip it out, I mean, you can rip it out. That's a bad thing. You can tear up their esophagus. But if you don't crimp it, it could actually have some back fluid and go down the lungs. Well, now you've got the sick kitten that you don't know why they're not eating, and now they're going to have pneumonia. So yay. Yeah, so just don't do that. Make sure you flush it out with hot water afterwards. I wrap the tube up into a baggie for that specific kitten. If I have more than one, I write their name on it. I make sure it's just for that specific kitten. Have I had more than one at one time? Yeah, I've had 9 kittens I was tube feeding at one time. That was fun, especially having to be up every couple of hours during the night. It was just ridiculous. But people need to get their animals spayed or neutered. Until they do that, and on a regular, we won't stop seeing sick little babies like this. She was fine yesterday. I don't know what's going on. There's not enough to test her with to be able to go to the vet and see what's wrong. I know how to do this. That doesn't mean that I'm willing to be your go-to. No. So just to let you know, please don't DM me or anything like that. I've got a baby that... No, you've got to learn how to talk to your vet and see what they know how to do. It is important. Most vets know how to do this. Actually, I don't have to burp her this time because it went right through. Yeah, are you good? We're still needing to try potting one more time. And I'm having to do this now every 3 hours. So I'm kind of tightening it up on the timeline to make sure she's not losing any more weight. We don't want her to lose weight. The most I usually have to tube feed is about 4 days. And then all of a sudden they're out of whatever it was that they had. Do I know? No. Do I need to know? No. I don't care. I just need to get them through it. I want them to survive. We want to get them to their own personal spay day and get them vaccinated, dewormed, microchipped, and find them their forever home. Yeah, that's important. So right now we say yes, chef, because she did so good. Come on, in the chat, in the comments, throw out the yes, chef for her, because she did so good. She did so good. Yes, and now you're going to go back into your little brooder, and you are going to have a nice little nappy nap. And I'm going to feed the rest of the monstrosity that is here. So, hi, Woody. Chef decided didn't want to eat on her own. Chef decided to have a freakish, really high fever. Oh, hi. And stop eating. And yeah, there's just been a whole lot of things. Come on, I would like... Okay, she's trying to go poop and I'm trying to talk. And sometimes the two just do not mix. She is definitely one to... It's harder to get her to go poop. Come on. I actually saw some of the poop. It was like, oh my god, without having to do an enema. What? Come on. Okay, let's try it this way. This worked. This technique worked the very first time I got her to go poop, and it hasn't worked since. But she's been so backed up for some reason. It might have been the change of formula, but I don't think it should have lasted almost 2 weeks. I know. Yeah. Just trying to get you to go poo-poo. Golly. Let's try this side. I know. I know. She's like, I'm done going pee. I know, but you're not going done going poo-poo. So many people misunderstand this as being painful for her. It's not. Well, it might be for her poop, because she did have some seriously hard poops the last couple of days. I mean, seriously. Yeah. But we got those out of you, and hopefully you're not forming them again. Come on. Yeah. If you do get a baby to start pooping, don't stop the stimulation. Do not stop until they have stopped pooping. I know. Okay, we're going to try it this way. I can't see squat through your tail. I know. Now I wish I had the chat open, but it's okay. Oh, I don't even have the music on. Yeah. Doggone it. Yep. Missed opportunity. I'm going to have to check your colon later. I'm not sure if I can now. Okay. Every time she meows, when I try to do this, it's going to tense up everything. Yeah, it's pretty big, pretty full in there right now. Darn it. It's not horribly full. Oh my God, adding insult to injury. All right, all right. Just want her to feel better. Just want her to feel freaking better. So if you know how to tube feed, you'll know how to do a warm water enema. Okay, I'm not going to let her just sit there. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and flush this out so I can put it away. All right. Warm water enemas. Oh, we're doing this. I tend to use the red tubes, enteral tubes, for this. Oops. Warm water enemas. You mark it about an inch out. How much is an inch? Usually I just go with my fingertip because that's about an inch, and I mark it right there. There are two holes, one on either side etched out. There's nothing. The end of these, on either of these tubes, the ends are sealed. They're solid. They're done. The holes are on the sides. So when you think you can use something else, do not do that. That's dangerous. And it's amazing what people will come up with that are just, it's wrong. It's wrong. That's why I don't want people ever telling me in the chat what they did with their, because that will just piss me off, because more times than not, it was something very reckless and dumb. And that's happened also, saying, well, I used to use, when I was in a pinch. Oh my God, no. Same idea. You want to make sure that the water's in there and primed up, going through the tube. It is literally warm, not hot. Same idea as taking a temperature. You put a little bit of lubricant on there. You want to make it comfortable. You've got to be very careful. Make sure you're using the right size tube. This is a 3.5. I could use a 4 because what's going down could also come out the same size. However, I just went to the one I had the most of the red ones, so I went 3.5. Now, hold on. Yeah, I know. Okay. And you are getting wise to this, my dear. Okay. You go slowly. Somebody was also playing with my pant leg. Squeaker! Really? You're not even a kitten. You're just being a nuisance. Okay. Slowly. No, she's kicking it out. Okay, slowly again. If you get resistance, stop and restart. That resistance might be poop. Most likely it is. There we go. Now then, slowly, just like you do with 2V. No, no, no. I'm not going to use all this water. I don't need to. I'm just going to use about a milliliter. Just a little milliliter. Slowly pull it out. And again, I should have had this already ready, but oh well. And then stimulator again. Hopefully after one, you're going to have it good. Let's see. No, put your tail down. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show. Well, there she goes. Now then. She's like, I want to sit down and I want to squat. And it's still kind of hard for some reason. It's still very hard. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Oh, I'm going to have to wash her tail again. It is not easy with her. Oh, shoot. And it just shot everywhere. Yep. Yep. I'm not watching to see if I can actually be seen on either platform, so I'm sorry. I'm paying more attention to what she's doing, which is where I should be anyhow. Okay, let's see if I can get it to go this way. Come on, I know. Just say it right here, go. We don't want it, we want it out of her, that horrible, horrible poop that's just like, come on, it's needing to come out. But we don't want to hurt her. There's a fine line. Again, she's going to protest even if mom's doing this, so know that. And yes, more's coming out still. It's coming out in very odd, weird amounts. Now, when I have to do this, I prefer it to be one big flunk and it comes out and it's wonderful because it's like, oh, I bet that felt better. This is not the case today. This is like, oh my God. It's clumpy, it's sticky, it's just, oh. I know. So please don't just watch. Definitely subscribe, follow, whatever it is. I'm on both TikTok and YouTubes right now because I'm trying to get partnered. So check out my other videos, anything of 3 minutes or longer over there on YouTube. I have to say it that way because TikTok's a jealous bitch. And we are going to be ew. I know, baby. Yep, you're not gonna get that blanket back. I'm sorry. Please don't be too attached to that blanket. Was that it? Did I just... See, this is why you don't want to stop. But she was just like, I'm just kind of done with everything. Guys, I hear you. You'll be out soon. Okay. Now then. Oh, this has just been one hell of a morning already. Okay. Yep. All right, so I will be taking care of this stuff soon. I have not set anything up. I haven't cleaned anything to make it look all pretty and pristine. So deal with it. I put down morning plates and I just dealt with it on this one. Okay. We don't want urine scalding. We don't want any feces scalding. I don't even know if a feces scalding is a thing. It's just that you don't want all this feces on her still. I know. So I'm just going to give her a little bit of a butt bath to get that off of there. By the way, don't pull, don't yank on a tail. If you didn't know, a tail is an extension of their spine. They use the tail to poop. Without the tail, it is very difficult for them to poop because they use this bottom, this little crevice right there. They lift it up when they start to poop. Now, it could be that she might have something wrong with that base of the tail. I'm adjusting this as we're going. Yep. There we go. Woohoo. Okay. And I have 2 different devices I'm trying to deal with. This is so fun. Yep. That meowing in the background, that's Teddy, who wants out really bad. He wants out of the nursery. He wants to go play. Teddy is not a human. Teddy is a kitten. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Chef is going to go back to her brooder. She's like, oh, good, done. Okay, so I finished actually feeding her around 8:30, so her next feeding will be at 11:30 because she had a full 10 mil. I would like to see it a little bit more. If I'm tube feeding her, I think I'm going to actually move it to filling a 20 mil, not all the way to 20 because that would be stupid. Bless you. Bless you, Chef. Yeah. Okay. Let's get you down for a nappy now. Hello, Miss Penny. Let's get that. There we go. And another blankie. Let's make up for the one I just took. Where are you going? Oh, you're funny. There you go, darling. Okay. Let me wash my hands and I will show you Miss Chef and her incubator. I said it last night, but I'll say it again. Thank you, Tim, for taking my call last night in the middle of the night when I had a minor mini meltdown. because this was the first time I dealt with that without him here. And it was a bit of an adjustment for me. All of those syringes get thrown away. Again, I put these, if I had more than one and had to be doing more with the one enema, which has happened, I write their names on them. She's the only one, the only neonate that I have currently. All of her siblings passed away before they even arrived here. So I'm adamant about keeping her alive. I'm adamant about keeping them all alive anyhow. Penny, you and Squeaker, what the fluff? Okay. Me grabbing any of this and moving any of this just means I have to wash my hands again before I touch anything else. Because if you didn't know, Little Miss Chef also has ringworm. That's fun. Okay. So Little Miss Chef technically would not need to be in a brooder anymore because she can thermoregulate. When babies are born, when kittens are born, they cannot thermoregulate. They can, their eyes are sealed, their ears are sealed, so they can't hear, they can't see, they can't control their own body temperature. They are fully reliant on mom. They don't have an immune system. Their stomach cannot handle anything other than formula or mother's milk. They are extremely fragile. So many people let their kids start playing with kittens and it just hacks me the hell off. Anyways, so I use a brooder, which is what she's still in. Let me see if I can, there we go. And I just turned down the heat. Now I started to do that the other day because she is 2 weeks of age. And I second guessed myself. Now, that's not what's causing her to feel like this. I don't know what's causing her to feel like this. But I now have the brooder down. When they are first born, for the first 2 weeks, instead of it being at 81, it should be at 99. I set it all the way to the top because they have to be kept super warm. They can't digest their food unless they are at a certain temperature. It is very, very, very incredibly important. What is it, politics have to do? Amy, I have no idea who the hell you're talking to on politics. Oh, somebody else. Gotcha. Rita, I agree with that. So yeah, I'm now starting to be able to read some of these. I'm going to turn the chat back on for TikTok. But this is Chef. This is what she stays in. It also helps me contain the ringworm that's on her. Ringworm is not a worm. It's not a parasite. It is a fungus. It's a fungus that causes a skin infection, and it eats or attacks or feeds off of, I don't know, keratin, which is what your hair and your nails are made of. And kittens and cats are nothing but hair and nails. By the way, if you didn't know, ringworm is zoonotic. It does not have any sort of bias on what species it's on. It takes nothing for it to spread. So every day I'm taking all of this, in those blankets, everything, those all come out. They get washed. I have put in fresh ones. The mama cat comes out, gets washed. The inside of that gets wiped down with a bleach water solution. Everything, every day, all of that. All of it going down, everything going, everything. Because I don't want it spreading. It can shut down a rescue quick. And that's what I am. I am a rescue. My name is Shar. I am the owner of Critical Care Kitten Coalition. I take the kittens that other rescues would euthanize, ringworm being one of them, ringworm being one of the top ones, actually, because, again, it can shut it down. most rescues will, if they see it on one kitten, they will euthanize the entire group. Curious, do you know the kitten blood type? No, there's no reason for me to know the kitten blood type. Are you assuming it's going to be, well, it could be a conflict with the moms? No, that's not it at all. If it was a conflict of the blood type between mom and baby, one, mom rejected the babies because she was a year old. She's like a 15-year-old having children. They're like this all the time. They got this, and they got the phone, and they got and they want to go to the mall. They want to do other things. They don't want to be tied to children. That's why mom rejected her. The only time I've ever known moms to reject their kittens, if they are too young or if they are too stressed. I also know that, I also know that if there's a kitten that's sick, she'll reject them that way too. That's when you have to step in. But then you can always reintroduce them. Okay, I'm going to try to figure this out real quick. Hold on, guys. Did you wash the ringworm over the dishes? Yes. Ringworm is delicious, by the way. If you didn't know, everything that she's touched is going to be sterilized. Some people really freak out about that. It is kind of funny. But ringworm, if you ingest ringworm for some wackadoodle reason, is there any hair inside your body? No. Can it hurt you? No. Does it do anything to you? No. No, it actually doesn't do jack shit. However, I'm still going to be totally sterilizing that because I do give other kitties baths in there. Yeah. Now, if you want to judge, but, you know, most of the time my mods will end up taking care of those judgers, so. And I'm going to say it over and over and over again. I've got it established over on TikTok. I do not yet on You with Twos. Stay positive or you will be excused. Are there any mods over here on You with Twos, by the way? Oh my god. Hey, Mike, guess what? Yeah. He's been excused. I didn't have to wait for a mod on that one. Yeah, he's just being an ass. Whoops, wrong one. Didn't mean to do that. We also don't talk about politics in here. So the dishes are going to be washed. Well, of course, they're dirty dishes anyhow. Why wear gloves? Because I still am holding dishes in the dishwasher going through a dishwasher. By the way, our hot water tank is set to 160. Yeah, it's really, really hot, and it gets even hotter from the elements in the washer and in the dishwasher. The logic makes no sense. I don't care if it doesn't make any sense to you. It makes perfect sense to me, but that's why I'm here and you're there, and I'm saving lives and you're not. But it doesn't matter. They are still going to get washed. Now, why would I wear gloves? Because I'm still going to be handling a lot of other things, not just dirty dishes. And I don't wear gloves when I'm wearing the dishes, when I'm doing the dishes. So, yeah, if you think that, well, just take the gloves off then, no, that would be stupid. So, yeah. Anyone bitching about the dishes? Yeah, okay, I like Amy. It's amazing how many people pick out the dumbest things. Okay, I'm done reading backwards. They pick out the dumbest things and they focus on it. I have been condemned for having a cluttered house, calling it filthy. It's not filthy, trust you me, I clean constantly. It is in the process of getting reorganized. Is that anybody else's concern? If it's your concern, let me ask you, is it in your control? If it's outside your circle of control, let the fluff go. If you have a question, ask a question. If you want to get on me about something, we'll excuse you. If you are not yet following or subscribing, please do so. This is what I use to sterilize, rescue. It is an accelerated peroxide. There's more than one kind of accelerated peroxide. I'm not saying it's the only one, it's the best one. No, it's just what I use. I can tell you, if you use it, use gloves or wash your hands immediately afterwards, because it does not decipher between good cells and bad cells, and you will have no fingerprints. I am not joking you. It will eat away your fingerprints. So if you've got the fingerprint scanner thingy, whatever, on your phone, consider that useless. Done it way too many times. But I've got others. Now that I've said that, even when I wear the gloves and wipe that down, I still wash my hands because I really like my skin. I'm kind of attached to it. I like to keep it. Call me crazy. Anyways, I could always use more volunteers, but so can every other rescue. So if you don't live in the Lacey, Washington area, please go and check out a local rescue or shelter in your area and see if they can use some help. I guarantee you they can. Now, if they say that they can't and there's a wait list, well, God bless them, because I could totally use them. So that's Teddy. He's the one sneezing. He's still on antibiotics. He's had a fun time with this issue that he's had. It's not contagious, otherwise everybody in the house would be sick too. I'm very careful about that. However, it's a pain in the butt for him because I can't adopt him out until he is healthy. So, I'm not used to not having music on. I usually have music on, but I know YouTube does not like music for some reason. Copyright, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. By the way, if I were to possibly, I've got to just revisit this because it just kicks me. Tim used to be telling people, you know what? Ringworm is tasty on salads. Just sprinkle a little bit on there. It's so good. And it's so funny how people will really just hone in on something like that. And it, yeah, just like I'm kind of still going about it. Anyways, I need to start feeding everybody, starting with the girls in the dungeon. That always gets people. That's not up there. Okay. The girls in our dungeon. I call it the dungeon because trying not to blast your ears. I call it the dungeon because it is a bathroom that does not have windows. It has a different door in front of it so that it has grates and everything, so it still gets a natural light. But otherwise, it's just there to me. So I call it the dungeon. The girls in there have tritrichomonas. What's tritrichomonas? It is a parasite. It's a GI parasite. It will liquefy their poop so bad that they could just be, ooh, that's loud. They could just be sitting, drinking some water, whatever, and it will be leaking out of them. The problem with Tritric is, one, there is no... Okay. So there's no real cure for it. You're just containing it, and you're trying to make sure that that it doesn't spread anywhere else, that it doesn't keep, if they're not getting, see, I can't do it. Yeah, I tried. Anyways, so that they don't keep reinfecting themselves as well. So I have to clean out their litter box. I clean it out. I scoop it out multiple times every day. I actually dump and wash it out and put in fresh litter once every other day to every 2 days. Oh, thank you, Dizzy Desi. And if they get any on their body or anything, because they can lick that off, I go ahead and give them a bit of a butt bath or whatever it is. It's just yeah, it's about $1,500 depending. So anyways, the only medicinal, if you call it that, remedy for Tri-Trick now that's on the market, it really sucks. And it, by the way, it's a parasite. It's a microscopic parasite. So it's not like deworming the cat's going to do anything. It literally will do nothing. And it takes 6 months to 2 years for it to get rid of, their body to get rid of all of it. Is clump litter good? That's all up to you. I don't, I use clumping litter, but I do not use clay litter. Clay litter sucks. God, it's getting loud. So this is called psyllium husk. And I'm kind of stepping ahead of where I need to be. So I'm going to just set that down. You got to be careful with this because it just dries them out. Because the parasite has liquefied their poop to a point where it's just water. This re-solidifies it so they can poop the stuff out more. Get the parasites out more. You have to keep the area that they're in incredibly clean. If there's any poop on the floor, they are at risk of reinfecting themselves. Anytime they go into the litter box, they are at risk of reinfecting themselves. I use catalyst litter. It's an upcycled wood. And that way, and it does kind of clump. But slowly but surely, these girls are finally getting to the point where I think they're close to the end. The only way you can have it tested is you take a feces sample to your veterinarian, unless you know what to look for underneath a microscope, but then you're still going to need to figure out the best plan of action for them. Now then, this is GI medication. Royal Canin gastrointestinal kitten, because these girls are kittens. They are huge kittens, but they are kittens nonetheless. Okay, one of these goes in the refrigerator for tonight. We feed them what food? Twice a day. This one gets the psyllium husk. And it's going to go from wet food to what food? Because that's what the psyllium husk is supposed to do. I put in 1 teaspoon, and this is for the 2 cats. There used to be medication on the market called ranitazole. They now use it for some reason just for birds. They took it off the market for cats. Don't know why. Very annoying, because it was the only thing that actually was effective in getting rid of Tri-Trick. So, 1 can, 2 kitties that have been in there since September. And I'm hoping we are nearing the freaking end. Their poops are definitely solidifying, but it's been such a pain. We also have 3 cats, one of which is a kitten, that are getting treated for feline infectious peritonitis. Feline infectious peritonitis is a genetic mutation of the feline coronavirus because the cat got stress. So under the right stress, it was, since they already had the coronavirus, their body, and though it holds on to it for life, the body will just genetically mutate into feline infectious peritonitis, which then, if you didn't know, can kill your cat really quick. I already had one that had to have a blood transfusion. The kitten almost had to have a blood transfusion. And the third one got lucky. I don't know. But if you're not paying attention, it can go south super fast. I'm going to set that there and I'm going to put you guys on a single holder. That way, you can kind of come around with me for a little bit. We converted our entire house, to this rescue. So we've catified it. And Tim, thank you. I appreciate your support. I know you were still on. All right. This lasts about 2 days now. It used to last less than a day. I'm not kidding you. We had way too many. And I agree with that. And yeah, it was a lot. So these are going into what I call the ICU. It's right now, again, in a transitional stage. So we've got cat toys, we've got cat everything. And we have a total of 3 cats in here. We have Aphrodite, and we have the Amazonians. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay. This is the dungeon right here. Hi, girls. There you go. That's Katya and Athena. If I actually step in there, I wear foot covers, just in case there's poop on the floor. There hasn't been in a while, but that doesn't mean I want to risk it. This is Aphrodite. Are you hungry? You don't want breakfast in bed? Okay. You're sweet. Okay, so she's in here because she has FIP and ringworm. She's actually over the ringworm, but I'm waiting for the DTM test to confirm it's gone. Until then, she still is going through the motions of the ringworm treatment, and I clean out her caged area every day, just like I do the brooder. Every day, everything in there gets washed, everything in there gets wiped down with bleach water. Super fun. Okay, there are those 2. And because I am just this person, I'm going to wash my hands even though I didn't touch anybody one more time, because that was the infectious room. Now, other cats can get FIP from a cat with FIP. Again, it's not contagious. Some vets will say that, but those vets I avoid like the plague. Have a great day. No, Amy? No, Amy's dream. Have a good day, hon. So, I know the Harry Potter team does not like pink. Why, I don't know. Don't ask them. If they don't want pink, they don't get pink. So, Alexa, play my favorites. I can't handle this. I just couldn't handle trying to talk over the chat, so bear with me. I'm doing this about as quickly as I can because to me, this should have been done almost an hour ago. This goes to the Mount Olympus team. That's another room upstairs, and then we have 3 in a cage there. Those 3 are feral. I've been working with them, trying to get them friendlier. I've been using a back scratcher, and I have volunteers come in and try focusing on just scritching them to get them used to being touched. It's not an easy task, but we're making headway. Zeus is now Mr. McFluffy. Thanos is still Thanos because I love the name. Okay. The nursery was already fed, so I'm doing the great room. I'm going to do less in the great room because it tends to be the kitties that are out and about in the house, and I have them running around in the house if they can. If they're out of quarantine, if they have been spayed or neutered, and they are not contagious, which would be why they're in quarantine, or they're waiting to get out of quarantine, like one boy. Pierce is still in quarantine, but he's not sick. So that's because he arrived here 2 weeks ago. He has 1 more week for the quarantine. He's already been neutered. He just got neutered last week, and he's received 1 of 3 vaccines and has been dewormed. He's good to go. He just has to wait 1 more week. Everybody else gets to run around the house, have access to the catio, do whatever. As long as they don't argue, I'm good. We also have Frog. Frog does not get to come running out anywhere. Frog is a girl. Frog is a love. Frog has severe cerebellar hypoplasia. Frog will probably quickly steal your heart. Okay. So, we're going to first go with the ones in the great room. The ones in the nursery I fed before I even got to Chef, just so I didn't have to listen to them cry and whine. That was the nursery. Hi, Penny. This is the one that has FIP. That's our kitten that has FIP. Breakfast time. Here you go, baby. Okay. All right, let's get the loud one out of the way. This is Pierce. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Yes, food. He's gonna inhale it. He always does. I can't wait for him to get out of there. I really don't like him in cages. And Frog. Princess Frog. She is in a special little area that has padded floor, so that way when she hits her face to the floor, she won't chip a tooth. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, did you want your food here or out here? Here, I'm gonna let you smell it. She does not have control of her muscles and body the way a normal kitty cat does because her cerebellum didn't develop as much because her mama was a stray and she wasn't fixed. She had to scrounge for food and she was pregnant. And that's how they get to have cerebellar hypoplasia, is malnutrition. Yeah. The internet will say it's due to having having panleukopenia. Well, what causes what happens with panleuc? Malnutrition. A small percentage of CH kitties could have it due to blunt force trauma. Very minute, small amount. Most of the time, it is malnutrition. And it's during the later stage of the pregnancy and the first 2 weeks of a kitten's life. So if they're not getting the proper nutrition the first 2 weeks of life, their cerebellum will not develop properly and they will have wobbly cat syndrome. That doesn't mean go and control that and start making a bunch of wobbly cats, because that's not fair to them. And by the way, if you didn't know, there's not just wobbly, there's also high steppers, or in Frog's case, floppers. She hops, she flops, she can't walk. She can go potty on her own, she can eat and drink on her own, she can clean herself, but she cannot walk. Hence why she is Frog. Hold on, girl. We have the Harry Potter room. These are very shy girls, with the exception of Gryffindor. Ugh, darn it. Every room has their own door, but I flipped them out with some of these. Hello, ladies. This woman here is the mother to all the other 3 that are in here. Hi. 2 of these girls over here are sisters. The mama here also has feline immunodeficiency virus. So she will never be allowed to roam the house because of all the kitties that come in that are sick. She would have a very hard time with that, and that's what usually takes the life of a cat with FIVs, that they've been exposed to something. This is the Mount Olympus room. Tim and I went through with 2 other rescues and trapped 15 cats and kittens. 2 of them were kittens, actually. Most of them are still here. 3 of them were pregnant. Out of all 15, hi, guy. Let's see here. 4 of them have been adopted. Only 4 since July. There you go. Artemis and Persephone, the white one, and Artemis is this black and white one. They are now letting me pet them more on a regular. That's Apollo, he'll let me pet them. around here somewhere is Baby Boo. This one is Atlas. She's a sweetheart. She's scared to death of people. That's generally what ferals are. They're scared. They don't have trust. People have destroyed their trust. They didn't treat them properly, or their parents. This is Mr. McFluffy. He was named Zeus. He is absolutely a sweetheart in his own right. He will rip my face off if I'm not careful, but I've been starting to be able to pet him. I'm not going to do it right now because I need my back scratcher to start it off with. And then there is Thanos. I need to bring up his the thing that he's hiding behind. I have another one for him downstairs. That's Thanos. He lets me scritch him. Mr. McFluffy lets me scritch him. Atlas doesn't even want to look at the scratcher. I'm probably going to have to adopt her out as a working cat. And that sucks. I really don't like to have to do that, but it is what it is. Sometimes it's just for their best. So with that, everybody in the house has now either been fed or have access to food. And I check around them. And I have now to clean litter boxes. And in an hour, my only volunteer is going to be arriving. Which is going to be nice, but God, I wish I could get here an hour early. Hey, how you doing, Marty? It's slowly but surely. Best cage on the market. Yeah, I wish I could get others. Where am I from? Thank you. We're based in Lacey, Washington. The state, not the District of Columbia. She is very informative, though. Thank you. Yo, Tacoma. Okay, but now living in the Bay Area. Bet it's nice. Hey. If ever you come up here again, come just DM me. My Discord link is in my website or my profile, either way. Both, actually. Does your cat with a FIV take daily medication? What's her life? She doesn't like to be around people. Does she take daily medication? No. She doesn't need to. She's not sick. And as far as I've been told from 3 different vets, there's no medication that's really used for them at this stage. We're in Lacey, yeah. This is the most I've ever had people in. I mean, we were almost at 300 viewers there on Eve of Twos. That kind of threw me. We had more there than we did on TikTok. What? You're coming over here now, Trey? Cool. Go straight to the litter boxes because that's where I'm going. I give you a lot of credit. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate the support. Hi from India. Oh, hello. Welcome in. You have a 6-month-old kitten. It's work. 1 kitten is a lot of work. 35 of them is a challenge. Because, yeah, we have 35 cats and kittens here. And it might not look like it. Trust me. I have 35 cats and kittens here. I'm going to start with the medications, actually. Let's get that done. And you can see probably more of the kittens. You'll see, if you've never been here before, to see the kitten door. If you don't have a kitten door and you have to possibly give your kitties medication, it is the best thing ever. Okay, so Aphrodite, Iris, bear with me. I'm going to get this. And I keep sliding when I'm walking, and it's not a good idea because I've done something to my knee, and my knee is saying, stop it. And yet I still keep sliding, thinking that I'm fine. Okay. Nope, I'm going to skip hers. She does need her. She'll get Clavamox. Not quite yet, but I'm leaving it out to remind myself. And when I say her, I'm talking about Chef. Okay, so. The hell? guarantee that was Iris. Guarantee it. Okay, we have 3 on FIP meds. I mean, serious kiddos. Yeah, thank you. It's been an adjustment. And because before I was, I won't get into that. It's no big deal. It's just been a bit of a trial, or not a trial. It's been an adjustment period in my personal life as well as now professional, because it just kind of intertwines. Go figure. I know, guys. I'm getting there. I know that's Teddy. I don't know if Ghost is in there. Shoot. I don't think Ghost is in there. Penny, I know, is not. Teddy and Iris are. This one's Aphrodite. Now again, Aphrodite is in the cage. Well, she's in the cage actually. Originally, she's in the cage because she kept hiding from me for her FIP meds. I'm going, no, we are not going to do that. Now, her FIP meds, they all start on an injectable. The injectable stings. Needless to say, that's not pleasant. When they're that sick, though, they don't care. Once they start feeling better, they care. And it kind of sucks. So, since then, so she would hide. So, since then, I switched them over to the oral version of the FIP meds. And the reason why they don't start on the oral is just because they need it in their body right now. And it's a higher absorbency rate. So, once they were able to go to oral, generally, if they have to have it twice a day, I'd like to do it 1 injection, 1 oral, and then I could drop the injection eventually. But that's why you'll see that kitties with FIP will have this mohawk, because you want to be able to see where you injected last and if it's ulcerated or not, or if there's any, hardness. You need to be able to see this kind of stuff. So you shave them. Thank you so much, Jill. That was funny. I looked up, saw that, went to go hit it away, and boop, deleted by Jill. Okay. This is Aphrodite. This is Aphrodite. And I just put their initials on it. That is Iris. Iris. Penny. How did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, Teddy. Ghost. Why did I open up that many? Okay, hold on a second. Oh, that's why one of those was supposed to be for Chef. Okay, anybody else? Nope. I had one too many. Oh. See, I slide, but I slid on my other leg. This is the GS medication for FIP. This is an empty, almost empty GS medication for FIP. This is doxycycline for 3 of them. This is Kitten for all of them. And itrafungal for Aphrodite only. Chef, I'm letting her have a break of that for a day and see what happens. I'm going to go from every day to now every other day, week on, week off that way, because she is so tiny. She is so tiny. She just had made the weight requirement to start itrafungal, and now she's got something else going on. Okay. Teddy. If you have to use doxycycline, make sure you chase it with water, or in my case, I use Kitten. Kitten is vitamins and minerals for animals. Okay. I will turn back on the chat for those of you on TikTok. I still have it off just because my emotions are still so heightened from all of this overnight that I got overwhelmed super fast. Okay. Itrafungal, Aphrodite only. She hates this stuff, and I don't blame her because it tastes like absolute ass. This is the antifungal to get rid of the non-existent ringworm that she has. Now, I say non-existent because it doesn't glow anymore. It's been taken care of. However, until it's been 2 weeks, I'm treating it as if it's still there, down to sterilizing her cage every day. Right now, it hasn't changed color at all. If it's, I've seen it where it changed color, started to change color within 3 to 4 days. Nothing, not even a thing. And I love that. It was done on 3/17. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yay. Okay. This you can get on the Zon, Chewy, anywhere. It doesn't require a prescription. Doxy requires a prescription. Itrafungal requires a prescription. Okay, there's that one. Teddy. Teddy is 8 pounds. Dosed is 7. It's 0.1 mils per pound. By the way, my name is Shar. I'm the owner of Critical Care Kitten Coalition. I will state it right now. I'm not a vet. I'm not a vet tech. I'm a subject matter expert in neonate kittens. The ones you're seeing soon are cats. Cats' bodies are like aliens. They will do some wackadoodle things for no reason. And right now I'm starting to see that Chef is already in that category because she all of a sudden wackadoodle thing within the last 24 hours. And it's scary. Okay, those are done. I'm not going to give this to Chef. She's too young. You don't want to give this to a kitten that still has their stomach developing. Okay, first I'm going to use this one. Okay, and let's go. Let's see if I can get the amount needed for. Oh, jeez, that's going to take forever. Okay. So, we hit 50,000 tubs. Yay! After being on for an hour and a half instead of 50 hours. I better to plug that in. And that one's fine. Now, the oral medication is much more expensive than the injectable, but it is so much easier on them, emotionally, mentally, all of that, because it doesn't sting. They don't have to be held. Hi, Chili. Why don't you get your brother over here? Okay. So close. Very, very, very close. This is $70 per bottle. The vials for the injectable at FIP, $40. And you use a lot less because it gets injected. But it used to be, when I first started, FIP meds were about, I want to say 110, 120 per vial for the injectable. Like I said, now it's down to 40. huge difference. It used to cost thousands of dollars to treat kitties with FIP, and it was only injectable. And so many of them were either just dying or they were euthanized. Okay, so Aphrodite is 2. Solid 2. And Iris is 2.2. And if you didn't notice what I'm doing when I pull this out, I pull the plunger back. And that way it has less likely of a chance to leak. That was close, but it wasn't exact, so. There we go. Now we get to go find the kitties. That's going to be a fun thing. Okay, especially at 22%. Okay, we're going to start with Teddy and Ghost because I know that they're in the nursery. Not Teddy and Ghost, Teddy and Iris. Kitten door time. All right. Hello. Catnip Graham. Hello. That's Kathy. Catnip Kathy. Teddy. Chain Gang Charlie. Hello, hello. Teddy. Okay, I need Teddy right here. He gets doxycycline and Kitten. Give them time to swallow. Don't just jam it down their throat. Okay, guys, Iris. Hi, Iris. Would you like to come over here? Jailbird J. Hello, dude. Aren't you beautiful? Most of these kittens were born here, or they were brought here because they were really, really sick. Any of them with a double name, Jailbird J, Catnip Kathy, Chain Gang Charlie. Nope. Hi, lady. Hi. You're fine. Let's start. That's the first time I've seen her come out of the kitten door. Okay. This is Iris. She is not liking me right now. Good job. Good job. She's one of the 2 that have 3 that have FIP. I'm sorry. I just scared the hell out of her, which was a really bad thing. She could have went dangerous on me and freaked out. There you go. Almost done. She had to have a blood transfusion because it went undetected for so long. She came from the same place the Olympus kitties came from. She was also pregnant and she lost all 4 of her babies back in August. She's actually a very nice little kitty, but she's kind of she was on her way somewhere and I just scared her. I'm sorry, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. I was shocked that she came out. Okay, guys. Oh, geez. All right. Now to hunt down Ghost and Penny. And I still have Aphrodite. So I'm just going to go ahead and give Aphrodite her meds. And wash my hands. Oh, ha! There's Ghost. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yee, ha, ha. Never mind. Opportunity. Hey, buddy. I can't do it like that, dude. No. 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 Good job. Don't slide down. Gosh, you guys keep moving all this crap, and all right. So Penny, I didn't think I was gonna find ghost sack. Wow. Okay. Okay, hunting for Penny. Then we'll go to Aphrodite. Hi, Chili. Okay. These big ass boxes are shelving units to help me get organized. Because I've just been in a transition trying to deal with all of this. And where's Penny? Where's Penny? You know that those aren't your beds, right? Okay. There's Penny. Okay. She does not like this. Yep. Oh. She's out here watching the catio, all the birds, all the wildlife sitting out there munching. Yeah, I like this. This is kind of cute. A little turntable. Okay, little lazy Susan. Sure. We're going to start with our Doxy because this is the one that will, it's corrosive, so we just start it with that. Let's go with the Kitten. Careful, Chili, you're going to knock that over. I know, buddy. And then her GS medication for her FIV. There you go. And that's it. That's all. I love you. Okay. You're done. And you're getting wiggled and wobbled because this guy was batting at the phone. Okay. All right, there we go. And Frog, you still haven't eaten? Nope, I get to come in here and pretty much direct her to eat. Sometimes she needs that direction. Most of the time she doesn't. It's not like I'm gonna feed her. If she was seriously hungry, she would probably just go ahead and cut on out and eat. Ow, that hurt. Okay, gloves. And I walk with a shuffle because inevitably there's a cat that's underneath my feet and I don't want to step on them, so I shuffle. So the worst I do is shove them out of my way. Chili, yeah. Chili, it's supposed to be Chili Pepper and Ghost Pepper. Pepper was their mom's name. Pepper, I had to ask the people to go back and get Pepper because they were like, well, she's going to be dying soon. I was like, wait, what? Just go get her. They brought us very sick kittens, bring the mom. She didn't survive the night. But she was warm and she was loved. She was fed. She wouldn't have been where she was at because they had her out in a barn. So, if nothing else. I don't like people that much. I do not like people that much. Teddy, I love you, man. Not every room is for you. But he thinks it is. Nope. Okay. All right. Aphrodite, as I live and breathe. Aphrodite, I knew she was pregnant as soon as we trapped her. It was like, oh yeah, that girl's with child. I did not realize that Persephone and Iris were pregnant as well. That was interesting. Persephone and Aphrodite had their kittens on exactly the same day. That was really interesting. Iris, I guess, wanted to join in, but hers were way premature, and that sucked. Whoop. This girl was very feral. She's actually super sweet now. She's still shy, but shy's one thing. She's not aggressive. She trusts me. She even lets me scratch her belly now. Yeah. Okay. We're going to start with her GS medication. Okay, ready? Up. Here we go. There we go. That's it. That's all. That's it. Okay, there's the GS. Here's her itrafungal. Okay, ready? Just a little bit. Little bits at a time. Let them have a chance to swallow. Certain cats I can do this with. Others I fear if they ever need medication. Okay, last one. This is just the Kitten. There we go. Good job. Now then, I will be coming back in here, cleaning out her litter box, sweeping everything in here, and then wiping it down with bleach water, just as I do with Chef in her area. And I change out her bed and I wash her bed every day. Now, usually I stop and I do the wiping down and everything now. It's kind of like, oh, what's my decision on when I get it done? It's just going to get done today, this morning, so I'm going to get some water right now. Hydro break. Ooh, I forgot. I've got coffee. I can heat up my coffee. Did I just step in? What did I step in? Oh, dear God. All of a sudden, I noticed that my slippers went not slidey. That tells me either something spilled, somebody puked, or yeesh. Okay, I get to wipe that up. Okay. So the good news is the beds for where are they? The dungeon beds are ready. That is Aphrodite's bed. Done. Good God. The cleaning never stops. It never stops. I wish it did. All right. Sorry. Doesn't make for good content when I'm having to be on the floor cleaning real quick. But unfortunately, my content is showing the rescue. This is part of the rescue. These meat just disappearing and cleaning. Jeez. Okay, so I use KOE. What's funny is it says Scout's Honor, but it's KOE. Alright. Ouch. TikTok, you guys have voices again. Come on, open, open, open. Did you shut off all the way? Okay. She ate at 10. She's got to eat again in an hour.
How are you?
So Chef will eat again in an hour. Jeez. So there she is in all her glory. Let me tell you, when I got up this morning, I ran down here and tapped on. I forgot. I don't want it shut all the way. There. It's just me. Just me. Being weird. Ran down here, tapped on it to see if she was going to react. Because I was going, great. Is she okay? Is she okay? I am now doing food consolidation. Why would I do this? Because for some reason, with the kitten's minds, oh, it's new food. And now all of a sudden they're hungry again. It's so weird. So, I figured, here you go. And whatever they don't eat, after 2 hours gets thrown away. And I do the same thing out here too. And when I go out there, I'm also going to sit down with Frog.
And Dizzy Daisy Hard Hands.
Sitting down with any of them is not an easy thing. Dizzy heart hands. So if you are just joining, hello, welcome in. My name is Shar. I'm the owner of Critical Care Kitten Coalition. By the way, the last time I had taken her temperature, she did not have a fever. Felt like it, but she didn't. That was good. Good. The time before that, she had still a bit of a fever, a low-grade fever of 101.6. So, but during the night, she had 104. For a 2-week-old, that's not good, and that scared me. That scared me pretty bad. So, okay. Now then, for those of you who might still be fixated on, well, there's dirty places you were washing a kitten with ringworm and poop all the way. I rinsed this underwater. I did not put it down into there. I think both of those people were gone now, but still, it's just kind of this. Oh, yeah. Like I said, the cleaning never stops. Hello, it's a Dobby. He's one of the Harry Potter crew. Hey, Dobby. Hello, Chain Gang Charlie. And in a second, we'll go in and see Froggy Frog. I already forgot to reheat my coffee. I really need to be kept on track, I guess. All right. Oh, Lord. Ghost is adorable, isn't she? Will this live be up for rewatch? 100%. I've been working very diligently on getting my watch hours in. I am, I think, halfway to partnership. So yes, it is. That's one of the reasons why when I did the tube feeding and the enemas, I was very clear on what I was saying and how to do things. I know there's other videos explaining how to do tube feeding and enemas and whatnot, but that's one of the reasons why I did that, is because I knew that it was going to go ahead and get reposted. I wanted to make sure people knew very clearly. Also, don't use anything but an official sealed enteral tube. And some people will use those. They don't. Some people don't. One person told me, in a pinch you can use, and oh no, you can't. She was saying the straw dropper. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, they're these droppers that you use to pick up specimen and put it into like a snap test or something. But the thing is that with those, yeah, they might be long enough, might be, doubtful. Shoot, I forget. Okay, we're gonna go in and see Frog right now, quick. I've got to get my phone plugged in. It's down at 13%. It's not sterile. It's not a lot of things. Hi. It's not sterile. It doesn't have the proper holes. The hole that it does have is at the very end, which would scrape all the way down. It's not the proper size. There are so many things wrong with that. The person was actually arguing with me on a live for it. There we go. That's now plugged in. Good. Okay. Hi, buddy. And yeah, any of these, you could use this in a pinch. If you're in a pinch trying to save a life like that, and it's a neonate, get yourself out of the pinch and do it properly. Hi. Would you like some assistance, my dear? I'm not going to actually assist her. I'm just going to try to encourage her to spawn out. You going to come out? You come out? Come on, Frog. Come on. Are you going to come out? Come out and see me. Come on. Hey, whoever just is arguing over there, stop it. Sasha, Alexa, unpause. Can't stand hearing my own heartbeat. Hey, baby. You gonna come over here? Really? You're gonna be this way? Okay. Normally she doesn't do this. She's just wanting to make me look bad. Now you'll notice she'll take a lick and then she'll start looking upward. That motion is because of her cerebellum being so small. And I had her get an MRI to verify what happened, what was. Is it CH, whatnot. And actually, she's so severe, her cerebellum, the doctor said, was almost non-existent. So she is just shy of being considered cerebellar aplasia. You're being funny. Now, if you're wondering, well, why don't you just use a raised bowl for her or something? Because she will knock her teeth into it. Usually I don't need to do it this, but she's just being funny. So let me see if I can read comments at the same time. Oh my God. Am I still alive? Nope, I'm Memorex. Yeah, Princess Frog is great. Yeah, in the mornings, I generally go live. Well, I do quite a bit around here. I've been waiting for Michaela to arrive. She gets here at 10:30. I was hoping to wait to do the litter boxes until she got here, so that way they were done. Oh, jeez. Um, and I usually will start sterilizing the brooder and the cages, but and I keep going until it's noon. Chef has to be fed again at 11. That's in an hour. So, because this girl's being unique today, I'm showing you her. That's funny. And TikTok, your voices are still being read out. It's just in the other room. There you go. Oh. Now, she does not walk. She does not run. Well, she can run. Not for very long, but she can. But she hops and she flops. So her name is Frog. 2 G's, because she's special. She's a very sweet little girl. Like I said, she can eat and drink on her own. I'm not having to spoon feed her or anything. I don't use diapers, period, on cats. I tried that with Penny when she was first diagnosed with FIP because she was going potty every freaking where. And unless you're willing to check those diapers every hour or two and then be able to wash any matter off of them that possibly came out, and I mean not just wash but really wash because it gets into their fur, yeah, otherwise they're just going to be set up to have a serious UTI, a urinary tract infection, and just be filthy. So I don't use that. She's got padded floor on where this whole area. She has, and that's underneath these washable pee pads. So she also has washable pee pads. These get pulled up and washed every day. I exchange them out. I've got 3 or 4 different sets. And she has her room set up specifically for her because she needs her bed to be able to get to her water. And drinking water looks just like this too. She'll drink some water and then her body will start moving around. She just turned a year old last year. What the heck? Oh, I got a message. Excuse me, buddy. You got your tail in the way. The other cats can come in, they can play, they can also eat her food. But no, hence the eating of the food. So, no, guys. Boys, I got a resident Cyclops here and Chain Gang Charlie who wants to steal. Okay. Now then, little miss. Little miss. Hi. Are you done? You're done. Okay, boys, now you can eat whatever's left over. Because there's no food out there, right? Yeah. She has this scratcher because she does use a scratcher. She has nails. She has been spayed. She has been vaccinated. She has been microchipped. It's not like I'm worried about her running away. But I microchip everybody. Why her be any different? So, she is up for adoption. She is on Pet Finder, but it's going to take a special adopter because she needs to have special circumstances to help her out. Same with Snowball. He's up for adoption. Who's Snowball? He is a Pika face Persian. He is pure white. He is beautiful. He has allergies from hell. He cannot eat regular cat food. He has his own cat food. It's called Ultimino. It's made out of chicken feathers, the protein within the chicken feathers. And that is, the only thing he really can eat. I'm surprised some of them are still there. I am too. I was surprised that Sassy Sue took almost 2 years to adopt. It was just wow. What's wrong with her? She has severe cerebellar hyperplasia. That means that the part of her brain called the cerebellum did not develop properly, and hers is considerably smaller. It's also called wobbly cat syndrome. People know that better because of all the TikToks and whatnot that are out there, showing cats that have that wobbly swag, whatever look. And yeah, she has that, but she doesn't walk. She doesn't. She just flops and hops. So her name is Frog. She was born this way. She's not going to get any better. She's not going to get any worse. She's not in pain. It just is what it is. She needs to have, the padding on the floor so she doesn't break a tooth when she hits the floor with her face, because she'll do that. The walls on this are plastic. They're not plexiglass and steel. I've got other ones that are plexiglass and steel that I use for typical babies. And the reason why I use these is because she will go full throttle into the freaking wall, and the wall will just kind of bounce. It makes a loud noise, but it just bounces. It just bounces. If she hits it the wrong way, she will end up feeling it. So it's like, gosh, okay, let's not do that again, right? And she's just chilling. What this is caused by is the mom not getting the proper nutrition while she was pregnant with her in her litters. So what happened with her situation, mom had 5 kittens. 2 of them passed away within the first 24 hours of being born. And then it left her and her brothers. Her brothers seemed to be fine. The foster that had them assumed that the brothers were eating more because they were bullies. Well, they were eating more. It's because she couldn't do the kneading thing on the mama to get the milk to really come out. So she was super small. She took her to the vet. The vet did a quick exam and said, oh, she's got CH. You should euthanize her. The rescue, who the foster was fostering for, said, let's see if Shar can take him. So she was brought here. She was born last year, February 13th. She received this as her 1-year-old birthday gift. So, now, can she use this part of it? No, the other cats do. She can use this, though. And she can go under here and play hide and seek. So, there's a purpose. And then she can scratch her nails on that. Yeah. Okay, Frog. I've got other things to do if you are done eating. Are you done eating? Oh, seriously? You never do this. What the fluff? You're too funny today. Wow. Seriously. I love you. You're so precious. Oh, there you go. Big old bite. Maybe you just needed time to digest a little bit before you had at it again. Big old bite. Oh my. Look at that. What? Wow. Oops. That was impressive. Really, Dobby? Seriously? Yeah. Yeah, she ate a lot. I know, she is incredible, isn't she? She's just a beautiful girl. Her tail is just hysterical. She uses her tail to balance more than anything else. If you didn't know, cats use their tails to balance. They also use them to poo. It is an extension of their spine. Please do not yank on a cat's tail. It is not very nice in the slightest. It could actually do a lot of damage. Yeah, it does a lot of damage. Boop. Okay. All right. Now then, this is going to be, I might have to, darn it. I might have to cut this off and then come back when it's time to feed her. Because my other phone it's at 14%. I can't do squat unless I'm tied to it. Ouch. Okay. I'm impressed.
How is your knee feeling sharp?
It's fantastic.
I love the cats hanging out the window wall.
Yeah. Love those hammocks. Those scratcher hammocks are awesome. Those are the best ones. Okay. The point where people go, I don't want to watch this. If I wanted to watch this, I'd do it myself. Well, then, look as an encouragement. But I've got other things I've got to do. It's a constant thing around here, which is chores. Chores, lots of chores. Right now, I'm waiting for my main device, the one that TikTok's on, to get charged up some. Love you too, hon. Oh my God, did I not shut that? Oh. All right, come on, get out, 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 out. Wow.
See you later.
Okay, I had to get Frog's blankets from last night's change into the dryer.
Is it the same perfume that an adult perfumer?
No, not necessarily. As
See you later.
a kitten gets older, it will become the same because then they become older, goes with that. I'm heating up my coffee. Brenda, what I would suggest doing is referring to my guide on the website. It actually spells it out for you what the temperature should be for a kitten from birth through 2 weeks of age, and then from 2 to 4 weeks, and all of that going on up. And it'll actually, you'll see how the idea of a fever, it increases with as they get older, because for a 4-week-old, 103 is a low grade fever. For her, that's a horrible fever. Hey, I got a restriction. Why the fluff did I get a restriction, TikTok? Redirects users to purchase products outside TikTok. No, I didn't. Of course, I'm going to appeal this. I'm going to get denied the appeal, so. This TikTok is just like that. Michelle, I'll tell you again. See you later. You say it again, it's going to be considered spam.
No.
Okay, so we didn't say it right.
Oh, geez, you didn't say a darn thing. What do you mean? Wait, what? Okay. So, have you had people adopt cats like Frog? To her severity? No.
Redirecting.
Oh, I know. Okay, that I know. I have had kittens be adopted that have cerebellar hypoplasia, but not to her severity. But of course, I've never had one to her severity before. I've had her a year. I'm probably going to have her a while more, so we'll see what happens. She's welcome to stay until she gets her forever home. It's just sad because a forever home gives them more attention than I can give them. That's why here the goal is to say goodbye, because it's not fair to keep them here. They need more attention than I
Light
can
Shadow
give.
456 Lotus. Hello, love you. Wasn't Teeter and Otter similar to her?
Teeter and Totter were not even close to being similar to her. No, Teeter had wobbly cat, that kind of CH. She was a wobbly cat, and she had swimmer syndrome. Totter was a high stepper. He could still walk. They were similar in the fact that they had cerebellar hypoplasia. That's the only resemblance between them. Same with wobbles, same with tipsy, same with Tumbledore and Stumbledore. I know, shush it. My coffee. Okay.
Hi, Iris.
Hello, Kai. And where's Iris? Oh, under there. That was warm. That was really warm. That shocked me. Okay. Shaking cow. I know, I'm brilliant. Okay. This I'm still gonna need for Iris, and I'm still gonna need for
I
Chef.
just repeated my copy too.
Yeah, did you burn your mouth?
I just said out loud, careful, it's hot, like you can hear me lol.
What happened? Anthony, my kitten's got to stay outside. I don't want. You don't want them? You don't want them, but your brother doesn't want animals in the house. Wow, Anthony, that's unfortunate. There's a whole lot of irresponsibility happening there, and lack of love. You just said stuff, but you didn't ask a question, so I'm not sure what your goal was with that. Other than just to get on under my skin, but that takes a lot more than that, because I know people are just jerks. If you are literally saying I didn't want him, that, or maybe that was a mistype. I don't know. But the fact that an intact female was allowed to be outside, that's ignorance. Cat math time. Guess what? This is the problem that a lot of animals have, because people have the power to help them out, but they don't. Cat math. You take one cat. I wish I could do something with more of a. There we go. Now, this is not even close to being enough, but we'll just go with it. So you take one cat. That's a cap. So close enough, right? It sounds like cat. Kidding. Anyways, one cat. She has 3 kittens. And she has 3 kittens twice a year. That means she had 6 kittens, right? By the way, average amount of kittens for a cat generally is 5 to 6, not 3. Actually, the number is 2.8 because so many of them die or get eaten. Anyways, so she has a total of 6 kittens in a year period. Fun fact: they can have kittens up to 6 times in a year, if not more, depending on what happens to her kittens. If somebody just picks them up thinking, I found a litter, I will save them, then she will go back into heat, because her goal right now, her whole life purpose, is to reproduce. Okay, so she has, for this purpose, 3 kittens twice a year. And those kittens, here's 3 of them. There's 6. Okay, so they have, she's got her 6 kittens. Now she can continue the next year having more kittens, so another 6. These guys, in the meanwhile, not getting fixed, have 6 kittens each.
Sure, how are you in the
So on and so forth. Again, they can have more, on average, 5 to 6 kittens every pregnancy. The Guinness Book of World Records is 19, which irritates me. Most of the time when you see them more than 10, they don't survive. Not all of them will survive because there's not enough nipples, and people have to be able to be smart enough and kind enough to interject and to, offset the babies so that they're basically on a feeding schedule on mom, or be supplement feeding them in addition to mom. That happens. Not to mention all the health issues. Okay, but what we're talking now, just getting back to the simplicity of it. One mama has 6 kittens in a year, which she again can have more, but anyways, each one of them has kittens. They all go unfixed. They are not yet spayed. They are intact. That means that they are reproducing. So what happens is each one of them has 2.8 kittens twice a year, and so on and so forth, and each one, so you're getting more and more and more. After 9 years, just 9 years, and a cat's lifespan is generally 15 to 20 years, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on the situation, depending on our genes. 9 years, over 11 million kittens will be born, starting with that just one. So when somebody comes in and says she disappeared and she's pregnant, well, first of all, you let her out, and hopefully somebody picked her up, let her have her babies, and then did the responsible thing, got her and all of her babies fixed, hopefully. But somebody, you, your brother, I don't give a shit, failed her massively, failed her kittens massively. So really, cats aren't the problem, it's the people that are the problem. And it's flat out that simple. If you would get them spayed or neutered, all you gotta do is contact a rescue or a shelter, ASPCA, animal services, something. Get them fixed. That's starting one. Okay? That's it. That's all. Keeping them indoors is smart, but that's up to you guys. And it's sad. If you don't want an indoor cat, why have a cat? But if you don't get them fixed, not only are their numbers exploding, but there's a lot higher of a chance that they're going to get abused or neglected. Not to mention, the males can get testicular cancer, and they fight all the time. They spray. It's bad, because their whole purpose in life is to reproduce. Females is to reproduce, but you know what? They also can get uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, pyometro, which is an infection of the uterus, all of which can be resolved by getting her spayed or him neutered, and they don't have the kittens. And you can't tell me it's a money issue, because you just need to contact a rescue, shelter, ASPCA, animal services, whatever. They're there for the population to help get this under control. A lot of people use COVID as an excuse because that stopped. They were by law. You cannot do anything but emergency surgeries, and spay and neuters are considered not emergency. So it gave the people not only an excuse not to take them in, but now it's even more so. That 1 year messed a lot of things up. And it was bad before, but now it really is. Exactly. Kinsey, that's why, hold on a second, I'm going to say it. That's why shelters have no room, although I'm going to correct you on something on that, and end up euthanizing. 90,000 in a single spring month in a single country or county. I can guarantee you that is not accurate information, Kenzie. It is not that high. A shelter, if they are a kill shelter, that's one thing. If they are like animal services, usually are kill shelters. No kill shelters will actually say that they're no kill. Will they euthanize? They will still euthanize if some of them are brought in with ringworm or if they have panleukopenia. I'm a totally different dog in this fight. What I am is a medical rescue. I ask them not to euthanize them, bring them here. I will try to get them back to health, whether it's whatever it is. Whatever it is. I'm a subject matter expert in neonate kittens. Hopefully the little girl behind me is going to be fine, but we don't know, because I don't know what's wrong with her. Again, I'm not a vet or a vet tech, but it's a matter of still working through the symptoms and just getting her through that. Same thing with panleukopenia. You just got to get them through the symptoms. It takes just usually a few days, and it's hell. Just like right now, it's hell because she's not feeling good. I don't know what it is. The fact that she's 2 weeks old and feeling like this scares me, because I don't know what she was exposed to before she arrived here. But no kill shelters, still euthanize, but it depends on for what reason. For room, they don't. 90,000 in a single spring month, that is incorrect. I guarantee you. And each county is going to be different because each county is a different size, different population, everything. So it's not like that you can't use a blanket statement like that. So I've got to warn people, before you come off as the information, ask questions. I am big on purity of information. I don't like, especially when it comes to medical stuff. Oh, yeah, no. I give a one warning rule. After that, I just block you because I don't tolerate it. If you're not going to listen to me the first time, you're not going to listen to me after that. So I'm going to get these put in here because I'm talking. And Michaela should be here any second. Michaela is one of my volunteers. And I have purposely not been cleaning litter boxes to save my knee because I knew she was coming. Otherwise, I would go through and clean all the litter boxes. And I usually have them cleaned by now. Did you really stop? So, does this take long? No, it doesn't. But yet, some people had a bitch about me bathing a kitten over them. That's funny. I would say 98%, if not 99% of my dishes belong to cats. Mine, I really don't have many dishes if I do at all. I'll have a spoon. Or a fork. But I've pretty much reduced what I use significantly. Because it's just me, who cares? Okay. If anybody lives in the Western Washington area, especially if you're close to Lacey,
Nice job.
if you are interested in volunteering, please see my website. Oh, maybe that's why I got that violation. Ah, suck it. I wasn't redirecting the cell. Anyway, this TikTok thing. Anyways, yeah. I've got volunteer applications on my website. If you're wanting to adopt, they're all on Pet Finder, but I only adopt out to those who reside in Western Washington, unless you are coming here to volunteer, just to stay for like a week and volunteer, but you don't stay here, you stay at a hotel on your own dime. And then it has to be a match. I'm a matchmaking adoption agency, essentially. One that has an Alexa that I hate. So she shut off again. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Shoot! I forgot to put that back into the fridge. Well, that's a waste. Good morning. How are you? I'm very well. Better than Little Miss Chef, unfortunately. Come on.
Poor Chef. I just want to hug Pet.
Chef is sick. Did you bring your baby?
I did.
Okay.
He's in his bag.
I have not gotten to any of the litter boxes because I'm trying to save my knee whenever I can.
You're good.
And I've been having to tube feed her.
And Lee, congratulations on the level up.
Congrats, Lily. Lily. Okay. There we go.
How is Chef today?
I'm assuming you just walked in and you're going, I didn't hear what I just said. So, Chef is not doing great. So, straight up, she's not doing great. Good afternoon, you're right, everything you said, not everything, I guarantee it. I'm sure my ex-husband could tell you. But, that's another story. Anyways.
Teddy.
And it gets stressful, and he can smell all these other cats, so. Okay, she just got a new kitty, and he's gonna get his first vaccination and his microchipping done, so. That one is done. We just did Woody's kitty yesterday. Where is he?
Beulah, hello there.
Oh,
Hi, everyone in charge.
hello. Did you know that the backpack carriers, though, are really not great for them? It's like, at least this one doesn't have that stupid window. Is that
Yeah, no.
plastic window? Well, those ones just piss me off, and I refuse to let anybody leave with one of those.
Hello, everyone.
There's Michaela's new baby.
Congratulations on the level up.
He's hiding.
Yeah, he's definitely older.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Oh, you're not that old. You're not like, geez, you might. I don't even think you're 6 months old.
Oh.
Darn poltergeist. Yeah, you're adorable. Hold on a second.
The same color.
Very sweet. He won't. Last night I was trying to like go to sleep. He won't stop making biscuits and lay down. He finally lay down at 8 a.m. I was like, cool.
Ah, how cute.
Oh, you just got to do it all already. Dang, I would say probably closer to 4 months of age, but he's just so cute. He's just so cute. That's so cute. It's hard to tell once they get beyond. Excuse me.
Like kitten age.
Yeah, the once they get past that neonate
Yeah.
state, it gets more and more difficult. Once they get to be 2, it's really hard. But
Penny's twin.
Penny's twin. Well, but Penny has white.
Yeah.
But no, he's a beautiful tabby. Where'd you get him?
A lady on Facebook.
Oh.
She said she found him at her old apartments and her new apartments wouldn't let them have it. And she's like, he's super sweet though. I was like, yeah, he seems super sweet. He just is scared, aren't you?
Yeah, some people are just not
Beautiful.
animal people.
Yeah.
Beautiful baby X.
Okay.
Does he have a name?
Inconclusive.
So
I'm deciding between cheese or biscuit.
Mm.
Yeah, I was trying to look at his ears last night.
has he received a flea treatment?
I meant to grab some last night and I forgot.
I know.
Do you recommend like the Advantage or a different brand?
A completely different brand. I can't
Okay,
stand
I
it.
figured.
Advantage.
I figured because I was like, I feel like Advantage is bad. You're
Advantage
okay.
to me is ineffective.
You're
I have
okay.
tools over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to start. Yeah, guys, really, dude, really.
You're friendly. Teddy wants to play with you.
Teddy wants to be.
You're okay. Stop.
Hello.
Okay, let me get a couple of syringes.
He's gonna be mad.
And Shadowpool, hello there.
Hello, Shadiquel. Okay, there's that.
Oh, he's adorable.
Thank you. You're okay.
Thought that was Penny at first.
For your
Mom,
space.
it's so cute. Just went to Mom's to have food X. Handsomely adorable.
Love his harness.
Has Chef been back out yet? X.
Stop it. Okay.
Okay, move, move. Dude, really? His idea of moving is falling over and laying there.
Sarah, not yet.
She is, I'm not.
That big
Well, I know.
sex.
For your spay days, is it drop off and pick up on the same day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do they do it every month?
If I have my wits about me and ask for spots.
Okay.
How come?
It was April 24th, right?
I think so.
Okay. There's a chance my brother-in-law's getting married that weekend, so there's a chance we're going to this wedding if my husband gets back in time, which he should be. So,
Where's the wedding?
Illinois. We're literally
Oh.
flying there Friday. If we go, it's going to be flying there Friday, coming back Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could say, yeah, you can stay here. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, my coworker, she already said, like, if you get a cat, like, I'll come over and...
Well, that's
Yeah, I
good.
was like,
Maybe
okay.
she would be willing to bring him over here for the neuter day,
Yeah.
because the longer he waits, the more likely is that he's gonna start spraying
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot, and then you don't want that. Okay, come on over here.
Yeah, okay.
This is why it's gonna be right here. 1, 2. That was on the right one. 2.9.
So he's intact, that's.
He is intact, yes.
Unfortunately.
This is 2.5, 2.2. No matter what, it's good. Oh, you know what? I also had to get it in pounds too. Sorry. So, no, I'm not gonna do that right. Okay, go ahead and put that down. I don't care about doing math right now. 6.8. Okay. Alrighty.
You ready, buddy?
So, what time is it? I'm trying to make sure.
2:43.
Okay, cool.
It's a healthy Weedex.
Okay.
There we go.
You're okay.
You might want to scruff them.
Okay. Stop.
Turn around.
I meant to clip his claws before I got here, and I got in the car and I was like, shit.
Have you been able to clip his claws yet?
Nope. I forgot about it before I came over
So when did you get him?
last night.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I just did? That was a stupid thing. As soon as you put a needle through a plunger like that, it dulls down considerably. And I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to switch it out at that point. I have to put another one in. Because I'm a dork. Okay. Because otherwise I'm trying to stick him with a dull needle. It feels sharp, but it's not. Oh dear God, guys. Alexa, unpause. Okay, now switch him back because I use the left leg. I know, buddy. Yeah, make sure to scruff him. Good job. Good job. Okay. Give him love. Give him love. Okay. Go, 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 go. No, no, no. Dude, get out. Go, go, go. Yep.
Chill.
You also got a ginger, so
I know.
they have a look that says, eh.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
He's got the angry tail right now.
yep, okay, so just come over here, just turn this way. There you go. And I hate to have her put her back to you, but at the same time, guys, I needed this, and I needed him not to. Now then, let's see if that actually stayed. I don't think it did. Nope. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Okay, guys, out, out, go, go, out. Okay, so if you didn't know,
Let's take this off.
this is a microchip. That's a microchip.
Oh my God.
So, I have to go get another one.
Come here. You're okay.
Okay, you're not gonna like the smell of this, but you know, hey, at least you'll be done with that.
Blue venison?
Yeah, thank you.
Be done soon. Really, yeah. Okay.
Morning. How old is he?
She estimated 4 months.
What is his name?
Okay. So, how far away do you live?
I love
I live right next to Costco.
Okay, you might want to run him home then, and so that way, because otherwise it's gonna, you know, before you come back or something like that. And that way, I wouldn't want you being here and him
Yeah.
stressing. Okay. Okay, hold him,
Scruff 'em.
scruff him right there. Okay, set him down on this. This is just way not conducive. Okay. Yep, go ahead. Face the you. Okay. Oh, he's good and hydrated.
4, 5, 6. Lotus the cat doesn't have a name yet.
Buddy. You gotta keep your paws down.
Hold on.
What a meanie head. Stop it.
I know, that's why you want to look at me, so you can hate me, not her.
Turn off the jet so they can focus.
No.
But usually the only reason why the chat needs to be turned off is when people are talking. Nobody was talking then.
There. Chill.
And if it's before, it was because Chef was not wanting to eat. Okay.
Okay. We gotta get this done. So then you can go home.
Where's Mr. Home Pride? He's been running to check out what's going on.
Yeah, that's the right one, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Jesus, I've got thick freaking skin. Damn it.
You're okay. You're okay.
Damn. Okay, there. Jeez, I really didn't like that.
Here.
This is why I usually do kittens. He's a kitten, but he's not kitten.
You're okay.
Okay. There we go. And he's at 101. Actually, it'd be 10241 because he, his little upset right now. Now then, hold on a second. Let me get the last part of intake, basically.
Yeah.
And he was, okay, please, full tablet. Oh, buddy, if you don't like me yet, you're really not gonna like me.
I hate those things.
What, these? Or why?
I hated using those.
Oh, I love them.
What is that?
These are my favorite things.
You're
Um,
okay, little dude.
This is Drontal. This is a dewormer. Nom. I know. Deal with it. One more. Nom.
Uh-oh. Now I get to hold your paws down.
Okay, ready?
Buddy.
Whoa. Okay. I got him by surprise on that first one. There. Okay. There we go. There we go. Calm down. Calm down. Hold on.
You're okay. Sure. Look, see, she's gonna be nice. Getting him to eat, I had to sit next to him this morning.
Just because he's nervous. This is
Yeah.
a new place. He doesn't know you. Are you keeping him in a bathroom right now?
He's like Hercules.
I have him in my
taking
spare
Bill's
room.
ex.
Good. Oh, there's a spare room?
He's not a happy boy.
No, he's not a happy boy. Wait, I don't need that big. I know, buddy. Hold on.
That looks tasty.
Yeah, it tastes like birthday cake.
Mm.
Not great for a cat, but you know. Yeah, that surprise, you didn't hate it.
Just to make you healthy, chill.
Why do I ever know where the fluff those things are? I was gonna give him a liquid treat.
Yeah.
There we go. So in 3 weeks, he's gonna need another vax. And 3 weeks after that will be his final.
All done, X.
All done.
Not him when he came by.
Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, well, at least now he's
Super
done.
fun.
Yeah. Teddy, you look so much bigger today.
He's bigger. Hi, buddy. I'm so sorry. But you know what? You're so much better now.
I talked to my husband last night, and I was like, you can be upset, but you gotta get over it before you get home. We have a cat now.
And it wasn't from here, so he can't hate me.
Yeah. And I was like, he didn't even ask me where I got it.
Thanks, Sharp.
He just said, it better not sleep on my side of the bed. It's not going in my truck and something else. And I was like, because that's what he said about our last cat, and he was fine with it. He loved it. So, thank you.
See? It's not so bad. It's just getting through the hard stuff to get to the good stuff. Always give them a treat. Always give them a treat. When they have to go through something nasty like that, give them a treat. They just had to go through something kind of traumatic, give them a treat. It's less traumatic.
This will be his little buddy once home. You are absolutely amazing, Charax.
Here we go. Okay.
There you go home. Hey, stop biting me, Teddy.
It's like, yeah, well,
Alright,
Okay.
come here. Bunny. I know. We gotta get the other carrier back out. Packed it all away. And then, I was like, oh Lord. I tried to unpack all my cat stuff last night. Except I realized I donated all my toys. So I was like, alright, we gotta buy new toys.
Jeez.
I got rid of the water fountain, so I ordered a new one. We had to go get a litter box last night. Wow. Alright, I'll be
Okay,
back.
we will see you soon.
Ready? Stop it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting. Really, girl? Boy? Stop. I'm messing with my feet. Let's get all of this going for Chef.
Sure, you are an amazing person, love you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Back. You're bringing brat. Okay.
I'm sure.
Hi, Britt. Oh, jeez. Okay, the heck with it. I'm just going to wash my hands really good after this. Can't stand that. Trying to put on gloves when your hands are wet, because I forgot to do this while I had the gloves on before, which was really, really dumb. Okay. Okay. Oops. Jeez, that went south. Okay, so she needs to get his name. Once she gets his name, I can do the rest of
Love
it.
you, Char.
Love you too, Kai. Oh my God, really? Great, now I've got a cat that's bringing in slippers. Not mine. No. Okay. Leave my feet alone. Teddy. This is why I usually do it when they're in the nursery. They're a pain.
Evie brought me a sticking pen last night. Well, she is always bringing things.
A stick ink pen. Gotcha. Dude, no. Now I will try feeding her using a nipple first. Hey, Mickey. That's interesting.
Just popping in to check on Shep.
Just about to get her. You know, no matter what.
And Vicky, hey.
Okay, so I'm going to switch these around again so they are side by side.
And Vicky, happy Sunday.
Oh, that's right, Sunday.
Hello, guys.
That's not an emphatic. Hello, guys.
Hey, Sharp.
Hi, Jamie. Okay, and in case I need... Yeah, now I'm starting to prepare a lot more for different scenarios in case I need to.
I bought 2 cat houses for the cats that are here. One cat stayed 2 days because of the weather.
Very cool. That's very kind of you. Okay, I'm turning off the chat. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to be jumping off of here just because I have a bunch of other things to do and I have enough stress in trying to carry everything around. Usually I do, but nah, not today. Hey, Chef. Hi. You don't feel nearly as hot. 263. So that's up, but that doesn't mean much of anything right this second because she hasn't peed. I'm not sure if she's gonna go poop. I need to make sure. I mean, she does not feel, you don't feel warm, which is good. Actually, I'm not gonna worry about her temperature then right now. Hold on. I'm hoping she is going to eat on her own. I know. I know. I'm just going to tap just little drips. Come on. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do is going to attempt to make her go potty. I'm sure she will. That's not going to be a big thing. Trying to make her go poop is another issue. But at least then maybe she'll feel a little bit more relieved. Maybe she will take the bottle then. Now, if you didn't notice, I don't use an actual bottle. I use a syringe. It's safer. It's simpler. And it's so much easier to be able to tell how much they're eating if you just use different syringes for the different babies. She's like, no. Protesting. Oh my God, the protesting is real. I know. You just don't want to poop. Nope, not even a little bit. Okay. Not going to keep forcing that one. Okay. Come on, let's try it. Otherwise, we will get food down you one way or the other. No, I know you don't feel like it. That tells me that she's nauseous, but she cannot have an anti-nausea medication. She's way too young for that. I will say again, do not perform this, don't do this, don't try it without the proper training. Can't even think of the word right now. I'm kind of irritated. This is a proper enteral nutrition tube. This is one that I started with her, so I put it into a baggie when I'm done, so it's just hers. Once she's done and she starts to eat on her own, that will be thrown away. It was very much sterile when we started, and I'm trying to keep it, you know, to her sterile. I have it marked for how far down it is. to her stomach. It shows right there. I explained that earlier. You want her to sing, aka meow. If she doesn't meow, there's a problem. She's either too sick or you're in the wrong area of Rose. Oh shit, I almost did a nah. Private. Gotta get milk through there. I know. No. Oh, you're a wiggle worm now. You're starting to feel better. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. I know. Okay. You want it to that mark, and you're going to slowly depress it in there. If it's super hot in the syringe, it's going to burn up their stomach. You don't want that either. That would be very painful. You want it to be the same temperature. You want them to try to eat first, and if it's warm enough or cool enough, depending on how much you made it. You want it in that same temperature. Now, if it was in the wrong, if it went down the wrong tube, it would not have gotten down as far as it did. Crimp it and pull it out slow. And voila, you have a happy, healthy baby. No, actually, you have a satisfied baby that's not going to be hungry. And even though they don't realize how hungry they are because they're not feeling good, you don't want them to start fading. And once a kitten, a neonate, starts fading, it's really fast. And you don't want to start messing with that. So, the learning how to tube feed, life-saving. Life-freaking-saving. I don't know how many kittens it's saved since I learned how to do this. Now, is she going to pee? Probably not much, if any. I know, sweetheart. It's another reason why I use a syringe, because it's just so much simpler. You don't have to switch from a bottle to a syringe if you have to go into tube feeding. Yeah, hardly anything because she already peed. You already peed. This is Chef. And we say in hopes that she gets to feeling better very soon. Yes, Chef. Because she's a good girl. She just doesn't feel good. Yeah. And now she's going to go take another nap. Yeah. She's going to go back into the brooder, okay? Yes. Oh, she's like, you just made me eat against my will. God forbid. Okay. That was fun. What's even worse is when they have teeth. Then you have to deal with it in a completely different manner. After tube feeding, you rinse out the hose. Or the tube, whatever, however you want to call it. You rinse it out, and that's when I wrap it up and put it back into the baggie for the next feeding that will be in 3 hours. Because she's only eating 10 mils right now. 10 mils is the minimum I would like to see her eat. So she would be getting fed. If she ate more than that, it would be more of, I don't know what's making her nauseous. That's not my concern. My concern is just keeping her alive and getting her healthy. So the, I totally lost my train of thought. That's why I'm glad that's off, because otherwise I'd be bombarded. Once she's done with the tube feeding and she's good, then it just gets thrown away. Same with the tube for the other one, but these are enteral tubes that were sealed in packages. They don't cut, if you get them all in one package and they're sealed all together, that's not a good resource to go through. They have to be completely sealed individually. Otherwise, you are not having them sterile, and you want them sterile. And they are for each baby individually. Okay, and I'm going to start repeating myself because that's what I do when I have to listen to myself talk. Okay, is it a different tube if they have teeth? It's not a different tube, it's a different technique. I then use a 1 mil syringe. It is a bitch and a half to do. I use a 1 mil syringe. You've got to pull the plunger out. Pull this plunger out in the center. That gets thrown away. You're using the casing. That goes in the mouth, and you're trying to hold it in the mouth while threading the tube through, while getting the tube then to go down the right hole. It's a bitch. And they're chomping at the bit with that. I have no idea if there's other people that have been talking, or am I? No, these are the same ones. Is there? Oh, wait. Wow. That was stuck on there. My bad. Yeah, she's eating 10 mils. She's 2 weeks old. She should be eating no less than 10. And I could see her eating, I mean, she was eating 17, at one point 14, I know it's 0.17 mils, just before she just stopped eating. It was like, oh, okay. I was thinking, wow, you're just an overachiever. Because she was eating as much as a 4-week-old should. I don't know what was happening, but something was going south in her body, and it was like, okay, all right, okay. So now we just roll up our sleeves and we deal with it. And unfortunately, I noticed this during the night, and this is the first time I've had to tube feed since my husband's no longer here, and so I'm going, oh crap. So I had a little bit of a freak out moment at one point, because I'm going, oh my God. It's not like I don't know how to do anything, it's just that all of a sudden it just went kind of sideways for me. It was wild. So, anyways, any other questions before I leave? Yeah, my mods are amazing. They're the same mods that I have over here on TikTok. MJ Crow Humility, hello. Oh, thank you. Believing God the most. I love that. It's Shadow Quill. I was going, wow, that's kind of strange that somebody else says hello. That's funny. Wait a minute. Okay, so you need to give me your, I can't just make you a mod. You have to send me your handle. For there. Anyways. Yeah, continue prayers for Chef, please. Right now, at least her fever is being kept at bay. And it's just, wow. Well, thank you, Kenzie. I appreciate it. Please go through all of the different live streams. If nothing else, just make a playlist of all of the lives and just let it run. Even on fast forward, I don't care. Trying to get to the 4,000 mark, and we should be now over half there. So I'll open this up. There.
Did she have Kitten yet?
She cannot. She's only 2 weeks old. She cannot have Kitten. Her
Station was available on Spotify LOL. There was a good average today on there.
Yeah, I have yet to look at the average, but yeah, it was pretty amazing. I was shocked. Megan, there's a reason why it's not allowed on that app, because it's a totally different app. If you're not using it on that app, it doesn't work. So you can listen to it while driving, but you have to use the actual app. You're curious to know what? Oh, how much? They're 5 days behind. That's the problem. So, anyways, Char, there's a cat food question. You guys can't pin, can you? That sucks. My cat wouldn't eat wet food at first. I had to keep trying different. Okay. Oh, that's for Wana. Is cat food Costco cat food? Costco's dry cat food any good? I don't like it. No, I don't like using Costco's. They have different ones, but I didn't like it. I myself prefer Purina Pro Live Clear, but I also am a rescue. So, no, ringworm cannot cause a fever. It just does a skin infection. But other things that makes them susceptible to other, yeah, it lowers their immune system even worse. But yeah, she's talking about U-2s. Yeah, so yeah, Purina Pro Live Clear is what I use because it actually, I want to say removes, that's not the right word. Eliminates the protein in a cat's saliva that most people are allergic to. So, because my son's allergic to cats, I feed everybody that Purina Pro. I used to use the Costco, the purple bag, but his allergies were through the freaking roof. Oh, so bad. So I just switched. Plus, it's a really good quality cat food. Sorry, as a foster cat mom, they were, oh, thank you. Why are people crazy? God, no kidding. I do agree with your handle. Some don't like pate. I mix actually shreds with the pate, but does that mean that everybody likes it? No. But most pate also has fish. I do not give any of these guys anything that includes fish because we as humans have desecrated the oceans, and there's mercury in a lot of the food that comes out of the oceans. Now, whether or not we choose to eat it, that's up to us, but they have no choice of what they eat unless they're outside fending for themselves, and really that's not a choice. That's a battle of the fittest of, whoever can catch whatever they can. Want to live life. No, I already said the purple bag at Costco is not. I did not agree. I didn't like it. I did not like what was happening to them. So, yeah, but if you're using pate, read it. Guarantee if it's Friskies, Deb, Friskies for sure uses fish as a binding agent, even when it says turkey or chicken. You've got to read those little teeny tiny ingredients. You'd be surprised of how much fish is in things that doesn't say fish. If it's shreds, if it's chunks, if it's something like that with gravies, then they don't use the fish in there. It is what it is saying on the label. But otherwise, pate, they add a lot of crazy crap to it. It's just that it's, less expensive. So that kind of sucks though too. Yeah. God. Okay, Shadow Quill, I almost saw something completely weird. I thought you said get your kitty spayed or neutered and fully waxed. And I know you didn't say that, but vaccinated, yeah. Anyways. Purina Pro Live Clear.
Thanks.
Yeah. And you could buy that anywhere. Literally anywhere. You might even be able to get it on TikTok Shop. Middle finger to TikTok. Anyways, my cat will not eat fish. Good. They shouldn't. Google it, literally, what will mercury do to my cat or dog or whatever? You're going to be shocked because your bodies are not built to get rid of metals. And mercury is a type of metal. Yeah, that's funny, Shelly. So, I'm just making sure. And if you had a question and I didn't answer it, please throw it back into the chat now because I am going to be shutting this down until 4:30. Cube of twos, I'm done for the day. I only do this first thing in the morning. I start generally 8 to 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. TikTok, I'm back on it at 4:30 Pacific Standard, 7:30 Eastern, whatever it is. I just don't care. I'm tired. I've been up all night, so I'm just kind of going, and I still have a whole lot of cleaning to do. And I'm now almost to noon. And the litter boxes, she's got to get back here quickly. We could talk about all that when I'm back. I'm just talking about a kitten question.
Hard hand sounds good.
Yeah, I believe you're right. It was in the 200s. I know it was right. That it was there. Are you saying
Hi, Shar.
whisks? Are you in the UK, Wanna? Wanna live life? I'm trying to remember. Is that a UK brand or not? I don't know if it's the same delay over there as it is here, if it's longer. Eek. What age do you know they're all in the clear? What do you mean? Are you talking about the neonates? Any neonates? Yeah, I was wondering if it was Whiskas.
And Sarah, we won one for 3, but the main thing was raising money for the babies.
It's in the UKX.
Okay, I wasn't okay. So wanna live life. I don't use Whiskas. I've already told you which one I use a few times, so I have no idea when it comes to any other brand. I know that the lower the price, the lower the quality. When it comes to the out of the ones that I've seen and used, Whiskas is a pretty cheap one. You might as well just use Meow Mix. I would never use Meow Mix. That's like giving your cat Skittles. Best thing to do is start introducing them more and more to wet food because that's healthier, especially if it's a male cat. Male cats are already notorious for not drinking enough water, and they are more likely to have a urinary tract infection or can get into bladder crystals. Those both are deadly, believe it or not. And they're expensive because you have to take them to the vet to get them treated or have surgery. So, just so you know, make sure they have a good water source.
Good in the UKX.
Get them a good water source, water fountain. Make sure that they are getting wet food, twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. They only need like a tablespoon, so you don't have to go kabonkers on it. If they don't eat it after 2 hours, throw it away. It's not a major deal. If it's an inconvenience to you, then you shouldn't have a cat. But if you're trying to find out what dry food is better, I've already said it. Purina Pro Live Clear is what I use. I don't use any other unless it's for special purposes like Snowball, who has allergies, or the Harry Potter group, who needs to lose weight. They're fat. So I use Royal Canin, which is even more expensive. So, as for Shelly, the question about neonates, the neonates, can you try putting, no, don't put water in their dry food. Please, please, please don't. There's a reason why it's dry food. They've dehydrated it out. If you're trying to rehydrate it, it turns horrible and it really goes south fast. And you actually, the things that happen to dry food when you try to rehydrate it, some Some vets might tell you to do that. I then question the vet, but whatever. What's my opinion on chewer treats? I'm all for chewer, but I don't use the fish ones. The ones I prefer are lick and laps. As for, shoot, I forgot what the other question was. Oh, the neonate question. When are they in the all clear? When they're feeling better, when they're eating right, when, as they grow. I mean, right now, I don't know how long it's going to be before she's in the clear. But then other things can come to pass too. You don't know what's going to happen. I didn't expect her to suddenly get sick. And usually the mom's colostrum doesn't start weaning until they are 3 weeks of age, but I don't know if she got, if any, much of mom's colostrum to protect her. So if she got just a teeny amount, that might be why she's now getting sick. I don't know. I don't know what the red ones are. I make sure that no fish. So I will see you guys later. Because I'm not going to be back on YouTube, thanks to TikTok, I'm now going, whatever. Love yourself, love each other, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, get your animals spayed or neutered, and get them and keep them vaccinated, please. If you have questions, you can DM me in our Discord, so join it, it's free. The link is in my website, in my profile, all sorts of places. Oh, see you later, love you. Thank you for joining, and don't forget to rewatch all the YouTube videos. See, I'm saying it again, bye-bye, TikTok. So the AI over there is going to get me. It's going to nail me hard on that, and it's just going to. Okay, bye bye, guys. Thank you.